Hey, welcome to Roger's Hot Rod Garage. We got the 10th of April, 2024. And what that means over here in Germany, it's Wednesday night. That means the wife is off at chorus practice. And what that means for me is I get to play in the garage without any kind of guilty feelings about sitting on the couch and watching TV. So check this out, little project right now. I'm gonna take these wheel seals right here. This is my catch can down here. Replaced a couple of O-rings, the big ring on the outside, and I got a kit that actually does that. You can either get it from rockauto.com or any local auto parts store should have it in here. So look, before I put the hub back on here, since I got this apart, and this is a pain in the ass with that big 25mm bolt on the outside, I'm gonna go ahead and replace that seal. Don't think you're gonna get a little wedge and pull this thing out of here. I tried that, it doesn't work, but it's a pretty simple process, and if you got two pea brains like I do, you'll figure it out. But check this out, this little kit, it looks like this right here. This one is from Weber, whatever it is. Rock Auto has these things. It's got 12 euros written on it, it's like $14. Well worth the pain in the butt so you don't want grease and crap all inside your rear drums. So that's what the kit looks like. You'll see that in a couple of seconds. And while I'm on the back of my 1930 Model A Coupe, which seems to be my little storage area for the other parts I'm collecting on the 57 bug oval window, I went ahead and ordered some parts. So they got a thing called the Käfer Clinic, which is 2 towns over. For you guys in the States, it's like 3 or 4 miles. And check this out. So I got this original part right here. Only got one side. So a couple of parts here. These are supposed to be kind of rare. They're actually translucent. Let me see if I can show you that. No, you can't see. Yeah, you can. A little bit right here. Translucent. But I'm going to have to doctor these suckers up right now because this mirror right here is crappy. This mirror right here is nice and shiny. I polished that up the other day. So take this, put it over here. Again, you get the gist of it. I'm trying to piece together a couple of parts to make myself look good over here, especially the car. So anyway, that's that right now. But check this out. Over here in Germany, we have a thing called the Veterama, which is whatever you want to translate that in the USA. That is a swap parts meet in Hockenheim, Germany. Same place the drag races are at. About an hour and a half south of here. So on Saturday, I'm going to head out there and pick up a couple of pieces. Now, you can get these little Vinkers right here or semaphores online, $178, $200 a piece, depending on what vendor you decide to get them from Amazon or eBay. But I'm going to see if I can get them a little bit cheaper down here. I need the 12-volt version, and I want these things to blink when they come out. Just trying to save myself 50 or 60 bucks. I don't know why, but that's what I want to do. Anyway, so parts like that are available down there. Plus, I just like rummaging through people's crap who are selling old car parts. That's just in my DNA, if you will. Another part of that is a surprise for you in YouTube land. I'm also going to stop while I'm down at a place called Heidelberg and look at a certain car. And I haven't been chasing this particular car model, but something I'm looking at, so I'll do a different video for that one right now. But look, I got my tools aligned right here. About this, what is this, a 1 13/16? This is one side I've already accomplished right here. Again, don't think you're going to pull this out of here with a seal puller. You're going to have to beat this out of here based on here, and I'll show you that in just a couple of seconds. So I'm going to stop yapping right now. If you did see this in the side view, don't worry about that. I had some friends over earlier right now. We did a couple of little shots of this stuff called Jack Daniels, I think it's called. A little bit of Coke. There were some ice cubes in here, and there were 2 more glass over here, but some people are polite and bring it up to my sink when they're done partying in my garage. But anyway, long story short, I'll stop yapping right now and get to business over here. All right, pretty simple right here. Again, everything in Europe like lately is like 13 millimeters, but this right here happens to be 14 millimeters. So give you a North Carolina term right here. This is called honking, or put honk on it in reverse. That's not bad. That wasn't fake, by the way. I hate those videos. Will it start? Okay, I did one myself on this bug right here. This one actually did start, and these are not on here that tight. Now this one over here didn't actually leak like the other one did, but look, little preventive maintenance after 60 some years. I don't know, do the math on that, 1957. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off. So the way I do this is that whole backing plate will loosen up in here. Just a second right here. Just lay this sucker down in here. Same thing on this side right here. Pull these off. And again, I'm just trying to get that seal out of there and replace these oil crushed up things. And this one looks like really, this has probably been in here since 1957. So let me close these out right here. Again, I'm just doing this thing before I button it up, put the tires back on, because the coupe you saw earlier in the video, it's literally stuck in the garage right now because Project 57 Bug is blocking its exit so I can drive it on the weekend. No big deal. Pull this out. Now, if you think you can just pull this off of here, ain't happening. What I found out the last time is wherever the hell my hammer is, be right back. Okay, now I'm back. Now, you people in YouTube land didn't know that I have a video editing program, so the 2 minutes I was looking for the hammer, there it is. I found it. What I found out is I just got to wiggle this thing back and forth. Like that. You saw that whole thing turn a little bit so the whole plate is moving. And then once I get it moved back and forth just a little bit, like this right here, I take a little bit of caramba, is what the Germans call it. It's like a WD-40 penetrating oil, and spray it carefully behind here. Careful not to get it on the actual shoes. Right up in here, right up in here. And this is just going to help lubricate and facilitate me getting this thing back and forth a couple of times. Once you get that thing loose, you try to stick a screwdriver underneath it. I've got this little small thin one right here. Come on now, girl. Hold on just a second here. Okay, there it is right there. So look, this is not fakery in YouTube. Comes right off of there. So there's the seal. I'm gonna pull this off, and you can tell this one, although this one wasn't leaking, this one was barely hanging in there. So check this out. So I'll clean this one up. This is it's not the inner race, but it holds the bearing in. And so the only thing you do is you're gonna pull this up. I'll polish this a little bit, but you can see where the race was actually sealed right here. This is actually the bearing seal. So there's no play in there, so it wasn't moving back and forth. So I'll go clean this thing up with a little bit of brake cleaner. Then put my seal back in here on this back edge. The other end I'm not that worried about because most of the oil is on this side. You see all this crap dripping down right here? Not a big deal. Before I button this thing back up, I'll take some brake cleaner and clean that out of here. But I'm in a bad situation because I got this crap on my hand, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab the camera anyway. Here we go. And so that's what the inside of it looks like right there. There are your bearings, nice ball bearings, not needle bearings, but ball bearings. Remember, people, this is 1957. And then I'll replace a seal in the back. There's an inner seal right here. I don't see it right now. Maybe it's stuck on the back side of this one here. Nope, I don't see it in there either. So that's basically this seal right there. As a matter of fact, I do see it up in here. I just can't get my fingernail up in here, so I'll get myself a little bitty hook tool and pull that out of there. See that right up in there? And then there's an outer seal that goes right up in here. I see that one, but again, I gotta get my little hook tool, pull that one out of there. And then I'll take this over to the bench, and you'll see me beating on that in just a couple of seconds. Oh, wait, stay tuned. All right, hey, look, see these little hook tools right here? These are actually Craftsman hook tools. I used the crap out of these. Same stuff you can use if you got an ingrown toenail, but I'm gonna try. Hey, look, don't take everything I'm saying seriously. There it is right there. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I like it when crap like that works, so check this out. There comes out that seal that I couldn't get out like 2 seconds ago. And look, the damn thing even ripped. So that tells you it was on last life expectancy right here. So that one, gonna go in here. And then the other one that I'm talking about is back up in here, and I can feel it. I can move it, get that faceplate out of here. It's just a seal up in here. Let's see if I can pull that one out of there too. There it is right there. So, there it is right there. See, check it out. Now, I'm gonna march myself over here and pick up that seal packet I just told you about from that company and march back over here and put it in here. Look, they even give you a cotter pin for that big giant 25 millimeter, which is about an inch bolt on the back end of this thing. So that seal right there goes up in here. But before that, I do that, I'll take this over here to the workbench and I'll go ahead and pop that seal out the back. That's a lot of fun, as long as you hit your finger with the hammer. So move this over here to the operating table. There you go. Get myself a little block of wood here so you folks in YouTube land get a better view of this thing. Oh, by the way, I just got my notification from YouTube last Friday that I've met the requirements. So I've got subscribers. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. And I also have got the aggregated 3,000 watched hours. So that's another cool thing. So thanks a lot for that. Continue liking, subscribing, and growing my channel. If you like what you see, if you don't, click away. Don't make me know, never mind. So check this out. This is the actual seal housing, if you will. Also retains the bearing in there. So let me clean that up for you. Push this button right here. Get some light on the subject. And this is just, hard mahogany wood. I'm going to go out this direction. So here we go right here. Oh, see if I got a hammer down here someplace. Too small a hammer. That's the one I'm probably looking for right here. So check this out. If the camera, here, let me show you this real quick. The goal here is to catch that outer lip right here. And again, that's that big giant 1 13/16. And I'm going to hit that with the hammer and try to drive that seal out of the other end. So hold on just a second here. Oh crap, that's going to bounce all over the place. You guys can't see that. Never mind. So check this out. That's how you get this hook out. So you can tell you can't just pull this out of here with a little screwdriver with a wedge on it. Came out nice and clean. Ladies and gentlemen, that sucker's been in there since 1957. I can almost guarantee that. But anyway, here's what it is. I just cleaned this thing up a little bit, get all the crap out of it. Now, the second little thing I'm going to show you how to do, not show you how to do, but just how I do this, is clean this sucker up really good. Get yourself some brake cleaner and first of all, get that oil out of that corner there. There it is right there. There it is. Oil's coming out now. There it is. Okay. And right in here, I put myself a little slight swipe of RTV, black RTV. You don't have to, but that just helps you sleep better at night because now you know that that seal is tight up in here. And then my other seal, this is not the one, I'm just going to use this for demonstration purposes, will seal on the inside of the shaft right here like I showed you over there. So let me go get that other seal, grab new seal right here. Make sure it's clean because I got greasy fingers. And then also, this is a no-brainer. That one right there has a beveled edge on the inside, so obviously that's the way the seal is going to go in. And that right there doesn't have a beveled edge, so that's the seal side that's not going to go in that way. And right here, orientate your seal. Make sure I do this correctly. So that's on the outside. Put this sucker up in here, just like this right here. And then commence a pushing. And if you do this just right, it has to be exactly parallel. And you just push it down in there. And if you have to, on the end, you don't want to hit that ring on the inside that's got that little retainer ring on there because you don't want to screw up this surface right here because that's the one that moves. But check this out. See how that is pushing up on there right now? And the only thing I do is clean this sucker up a little bit right here and then put that right on that edge. And not with a hammer. You can a little bit later on if you can't get down in there. Push it down in there. Look, you can feel it moving a little bit too. This is one of those things you don't want to try to use a hammer on. and you can see it. Just keep rotating it around. And this is no different if you got a Chevrolet or a Ford product. It all works the same. And I can feel it just the way it's turning that. It should be close to bottomed out right now. And looky there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Clean off that crap right here. And now I'm just gonna take it and wipe off. You know, so look, I got like a nanomillimeter, whatever that is, on this corner right down here. Let me get a clean napkin here, or paper towel. And I've got that sucker. Looky there, perfectly clean. It even looks better, so you can sleep better at night. Orientation is the sleeve goes down, just like the other side. And now put a light little grease on here and push old girl back up on there and button this side up for the right rear driver's side. All right, back from the workbench right now, back to this side over here. So there's that bearing, or yes, actually a bearing / seal retainer. So now, before I do that, I'm gonna reach in my handy dandy little packet right here and take this large one right here. That's gonna go up on here. And then I'm missing the little small one in here. I'll find it in just a second. Oh, I already dropped it down in here. There it is right there. No, that's not it either, but I'll find it in just a second. So this one right here basically goes up in here, and you can put it in if you take the backing plate completely off. I'm not. And there it is, pushed up on there. Kind of like a safety feature, so in case it does leak, it doesn't leak out the back. So there it is right there. So that one's done. Check this out. And it actually fell down in here, so I couldn't find them in a little pack of stuff. This one goes right up in here. You can actually even see the little retention up in here. You see that? Goes up in here. Just like that. And then here is the actual seal that goes onto the, well, not the seal, but the runner, if you will, the race for the seal, not for the bearings. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to the polishing machine right now and just polish this edge up really nice and clean. Although I really don't think it needs it. It's super smooth anyway. So. Nice and warm right now. Look, that's the only thing I did right now. Just polish this up and make a nice little seal surface on there. All right, breaking it up a little bit for a little cinematography here. So check this out. This is the outside edge. I mean, basically, just remember how you took it off, and if you got a squirrel brain like I do, take a picture of it. Although in this case, I'm doing pretty good tonight. Push that up in here, and now you're ready to grab your retainer plate, bearing retainer plate, and just dip down in here, put a little bit of oil on it, right here like this. A little oil on this one, the one I just polished up right here. And now slide that sucker up on here. Oh, wait a minute, almost forgot something. This right here, there is a paper seal up in here. Honestly with you folks, it didn't have a paper seal in it. But since the kit gives you one, I'm gonna go ahead and put one in here, and I'm gonna orientate it with the tab on the bottom end right here. It's nice and clean. I mean, it can't hurt anything to put it on there, but again, I think it didn't have one on here. Well, matter of fact, I know it didn't have one on here. So let me push this one up on here, like that. And you just don't wanna make sure you don't burr that thing up on the corner, but look at that. Nice and smooth. Stick yourself a screwdriver in here, orientate the hole. Look at that, it went all the way through. Come down here, grab all these nuts and bolts that you put into that pile of oil down here. I'm gonna clean them off just a little bit and make sure I don't get that crap all over the place. And here, I might cut the video short here because this is where the cussing starts. If you don't get that first thread started up on here, it's just a pain. Okay, got lucky there, almost the first time. And the second one will be a little problematic too. You just got to get it orientated correctly. And obviously once you get those centered, the third one and fourth one are gonna go in just fine. All right, look at that. I might even get a little bit of YouTube surfing in tonight. If you're like me, you realize YouTube, I don't do the TikTok thing, but I got YouTube. That sucker will eat some time up, but make sure you get your little exercise in, go outside, walk around, play with a dog or cat if you got one. We don't. And then now, I'm gonna do the official torque sequence here, which in North Carolina is called good and tight. Now, if I do cylinder heads or certain bolts that matter, like these, I'll torque them with the torque wrench. But right now, I'm gonna orientate these and get these nice and tight up in here and button this up this video. Again, this should be a short one. And if you find I talk too much, can't do anything about that. If you have my voice all raspy, not trying to be a country singer or one of those mood singers. I just did a lot of talking at work today. And then we go from there. So again, the goal of today is to get the hubs back on, get those tires mounted. Tires are right over there, ready to go. Put this thing back on the ground. Drive it up to the barn, the other place I keep a couple of these projects at. And then get back to building the 914 project car with the LS motor in it. You see that when I walk by it a couple of times a day. But check this out right here. I'm just tightening these suckers down. Just go back and forth. You don't want to tighten down one side and then be stuck on the other side. So this one is nice and tight, the backing plate. So now I'm going to use the official torque sequence of honk it down tight. Okay. Other side. When I start grunting like that, that's when it's good and tight. Okay. And then just one more time so I can sleep good at night. Well, this wheel ain't gonna fall off. Okay. And then obviously, that's tight. So obviously wipe my hands off here a little bit so I don't contaminate my GoPro camera here. But check this out. Nice clean project. They're the old O-ring seals. And the only thing I'll finish off with tonight after I cut this light off is I'll do the front side. Oh, by the way, there's that 25mm castle nut right here. But the good thing about it is, where's my little packet of crap at right here? This one actually has a nice new cotter pin in it. Oh, let me show you one more thing that the old one doesn't have, but a little research. This right here goes right up in here. And then the larger one that's in here, come on out here, along with the cotter pin, there's the cotter pin, and then the thicker one go on the outside underneath the bolt. So pretty simple process. I'm gonna put those right there. Obviously, I'm not going to use that one, but there's the one you replace it with. So that'll be stored right there. This is done. I just got to clean it up, put the hub back on it, torque that big giant bolt down, and then walk over here. And the only thing I'll show you right now is just my method, and this is, by the way, the wrong way to do this, is getting this out of here. This one's already done. Left to right passenger side, I got this thing with new grease in it and a new seal on the back. I'll lay this one down and I'll grab the other one. I'll be back in 2 seconds. 1, 2. All right, so look, this is a tool right here that you use, Mr. Vice Grips, the original ones. If you don't have the right tool, I mean, what's the right tool? You can take, you know, I've done this before right here where you wedge this up in here and just wedge that thing out of there. Hell, that might actually even work this time. Not this time. Or this is just, make sure you don't booger the edges up. You could have a little vice grip in here, and alone putting pressure on it will break that seal that's been on there forever. All right, hey, check this out. So I think my battery ran out, but I'm at the point right now where I pulled these old bearings out. I got the old seal out right here by just a simple trick. You're going to destroy the seal, but it's been in here for 35 years, so who cares? As long as you have the nice new seal to replace it, and here it is. I'm going to put that in here, but look, before we do that, I'm gonna reach right down in here. I've already done the other side. Loading bearings right here doesn't mean you're gonna load them in the back of your pickup truck. What you're gonna do is you're gonna actually put grease on them. So grab your grease gun right here, get the old grease and crap off of here, and load them up with grease all the way around the corner. So that's what you're trying to do right here, okay? It's pretty simple. We got about 10 till 10 right now, and because I'm gonna do the right thing, I'm gonna clean up my tools here real quick, like I always do in Roger's Hot Rod Garage. You run your garage how you want to, but I'm cleaning my garage up. Let me get a little bit of angle on here. And I always do this, everything has its place. And really, folks, I can't tell you whether that is 22 years in the military, I'm retired about 17 years ago, or the DNA I got from my dad, who, by the way, lives in Zephyr Hills, Florida, so shout out over there. And clean up all my tools so they're all greasy. I do have a good sized garage. I can put about 5 cars up in here, but that doesn't mean that you can have crap laying all over the place, because next thing you know, 5 cars, you get 6 cars in here and it doesn't work for you. So long story short of it, always clean up your areas. It's not shadow painted, but that way you know where the stuff is at. Always wipe the grease and crap off of my screwdrivers. Those little toenail pickers right here, or bearing removers. They go right here in the second drawer, top right side. The punch, which I use to move the plate around, goes right over here, and that's basically it. Oh, this right here has its place right over here. Don't call me anal retentive right here. That's that 14 millimeter. It goes right over here, so that way you can find crap. You're not looking for wrenches 18 hours when you got a 15-minute project. And then these right here, that sucker goes right here. Look, here's my battle damage for today. This is about an hour and a half, to be honest with you. Those are the ones from the front. I just pulled those out. These are the ones I drove out. There's some residual damage. And if you, oh man, I don't know if that stuff smells good or not, or is hideous, but clean up all this stuff, close it up, put everything back, and call it a day. So the only thing I have left for tomorrow, Thursday, the 11th of April 2022, is to put these hubs back on here. I've got the bearings out on all 4 corners. That should be fairly simple to do. That one's still laying over here. Those are the milk crate boxes that some 7-Eleven in the southeast United States donated to me when I was stationed at Fort Gordon, Georgia, now formerly known as Fort Eisenhower. Let me close this thing up. Hey, look. The only thing I got to tell everybody, if you're one of those people who like my channel and subscribe and watch my channel, thanks a lot. Tell your friends about it, because like I mentioned a little bit earlier, a personal thanks to everyone. I literally hit that magic 3,000 aggregated watched hours, and what that means is my YouTube channel is almost generating a little bit of money right now. So I've just do my application fee right now, not fee, but application. They check me for copyright, which is another subject. People ask me, well, Roger, what kind of music do you listen to? Because I haven't heard music on my channel. I got to tighten up my act a little bit, basically, because YouTube obviously has AI, artificial intelligence, now that scrolls my channel and pulls up. But I will tell you what I listen to. Obviously, a little bit of ZZ Top, Eric Clapton, AC/DC, you name it. There's my play channel right here off my Spotify. A lot of Chris Stapleton lately, obviously. Jamie Johnson, a little bit of country, a little bit of R&B, obviously classic rock and roll, because I'm in that age group right now. But look, I'm not going to ramble on any longer. Thanks for subscribing. I'll do my application, grow my channel. And I don't do this for any kind of revenue generating income. I just do it because I like to share the crap that I do in my garage right here. And it's just fun. You know, I'm right at below 60 years of age, so I'm 59 right now. And just having a good time over here in Germany, working for the military. And I'll say that loosely over here. There's the LS3 Project 914. The goal is to get this out of here in the next couple of, I'll say weeks. I was going to say days, but get up in a barn. I got a project plan for this one. get back to this one. And then on the weekend, you'll probably see a video from me going to Vetorama in Mannheim, Germany, Hockenheim, Germany area to go look at a car that I've been not chasing, but a car like this. And if the price is right and if the gentleman goes down the price, it will be parked someplace in this garage. So look, from Roger's Hot Rod Garage right here in Germany, we got about April 2024. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And thanks for actually growing my channel here. So good news. Take care. Bye-bye.